Welcome to my construction work office today. I'm on a
Yeah.
group job site at 7:05 in the evening, and this wasn't the way we started the morning, thinking that we are going to be here at 7 o'clock. But things pop up, and you just try to make the most of it, right?
It's kind of the
How's
story of
your
your
day
life,
going?
isn't it?
Well, I just booked my tickets. We got a busy day ahead of us. Here we go.
Oh, it
Good. I think it's
really
funny
is.
I'm at your house and
Yeah,
you're not. So,
there's part of me that likes to still think it's our house for the 2 years we
right.
shared together. I hope
Yep.
deep down you're like, well, it'll always be mom and dad's because it will always
Yep.
be mom and dad's.
Yep.
Okay, so we are literally on a construction job site fixing a tractor. Today is one of those days where it's like, I don't know how much we can fit in 24 hours, but we're going to fit a lot in 24 hours, and we are there.
Yeah. What's your urgency right now?
Yeah, so our friend who is, I don't know, I don't want to be derogatory, so we won't call him a bonehead, but we have a very good friend that I get to say that when you're flying to California for the second time. We got a family friend whose dad had a mini stroke, and he's been trying to move back to Minnesota from California. And I'm trying to catch a flight out to drive the next round of equipment, furniture, all that stuff back. And my flight leaves at 5:50 in the morning tomorrow from MSP Airport. And so there was just a whole bunch of things we had to line up so we get them all to fall in dominoes.
All right. Well, it is hot, but I'm in a piece of equipment we can take the hard hat off now. So this isn't the normal. This isn't my normal farm field job site. This is one of another company's construction job site. But kind of fun story. I'm up here working on a John Deere 4850 because it is one of the tractors that goes across the field in fall, pulling a manure spreader. But this time of the year, if you can see that there, it's actually pulling a little water tanker. So we lease out a few tractors every year, and every year is different. Some years it's none, some years it's up to 4. It's always a little crazy. I can finally breathe a sigh of relief after getting the phone call this morning that, hey, we got a question on one of your tractors. Can you give us a call? They were telling me that the dash wasn't working, it wasn't turning on, and that's usually with these old tractors. Usually that's ground breaker. In this case, it actually turned out to be a relay, but usually that's not that big of a deal.
And we're doing it. It just everything's taking a little more time than expected. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's what put the pressure on today, knowing, hey, you basically have 24 hours to do like 2 days worth of work.
Yeah.
And we're doing it. We're there. Yeah.
Well, and I know last time you got out there, he didn't have everything ready to go and packed up. So, are you just anticipating this time that you're going to be the one helping to pack and everything?
All right, so up here working on tractor, and I think I found the problem. We just got to go find a part store quick. Heck yeah.
I think I'm a better human being than some of my friends think I am, because this is the perfect opportunity to be negative, and I'm more happy that I got a tractor running. And luckily, that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping we can just keep the construction guys happy.
All right, so the good news, I think I figured it out. We're hoping. I think we got a bad relay. The bad news, everything's taking longer than expected today. I had to leave the job site to come get some parts, and even though I have a bag from John Deere, I didn't get the right parts. It's kind of one of those things. Thought it was a breaker, but it turns out it's a relay. But I was able to run down to local Napa, get a relay, and we're gonna head back to the job site now and see if we can't get it running. Oh, I hope so. Here we go.
If Eric's
Yeah.
not happy with how much stuff he has to load up in California, well, you know what? The things you do for friends and family, right?
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
a nice way to say it? I got a feeling I'm going to be doing a lot of packing, and unfortunately, I think this might be the wildest trip that we've had yet.
Okay, got
Just
it.
so,
Yeah.
I'm not.
And so what came
necessarily-
up today? Why are you at a job site?
We had a tractor that I had a call from Foreman that just said the dash quit working, which usually means it's like an electrical gremlin. I called ahead to John Deere. They had a bunch of circuit breakers ordered, but I forgot to order relays. So when I got up here, I had blown breakers before. That's nothing new, but I had what relay crap out on me. So I actually ended up figuring it out and then going to the local Napa. I was at Napa at like 6:20 in the evening, and they closed at 7. But luckily the high school kid dug deep and we were able to find one and back, and just was able to get back here to the job site. I mean, I just got it in here about 15 minutes ago, and this job site has a noise ordinance, so you can't run equipment after 7 p.m. Yep.
Oh,
no city stuff, right? Oh
Yeah.
We made it.
Okay.
It was like 6:40 something, and I was able to fire it up. Hey, dash is working. All the alarms are working. All of our gauge clusters are working. So now I just got to bolt this all back together and head back home. But at home, I have a semi that I need to get 2 wheel seals in and put back together. Like, there's no tires on it.
Oh.
And yeah, because I want Adam and the other guys to have a backup truck while I'm gone.
Okay.
Just in case it's something like this. It's a tough thing with heavy equipment and diesel equipment. Sometimes a $50 part. And tonight, in this case, I drove almost an hour up here to this job site for a $25 part. Way it goes, right? Part of the game.
Yep.
Semis, it sucks because sometimes it's a $25 part that won't let, how many $1,000 semi and trailer combination go down the road.
Yeah.
So that's why when you run older equipment, that's the reason there's extra in the yard. There's extra.
Go home. You have a real job that pays way better than I do. Thank you for your help, though. Don't mess up the real job.
All right, there's extra trailers, there's extra semis just for that kind of stuff. If it happens, you just hopefully are able to hook into another one or grab a different one and go.
Well, and we're supposed to have like a real hot spell here coming up, which increases the water consumption for the water treatment plants, right? So you know that you're heading out at kind of a busy time potentially too for hauling loads, right?
Yeah, so this was kind of like my only warning. So with that, they do have some rain in the schedule, which usually keeps things kind of mellower.
Okay.
I was already talking with Adam about like, hey man, this is all my experience. This is like 15 years worth of experience doing this in like 10 minutes here. Like, just pay attention. You should be fine. But yeah, that's why. Well, it ties in with the 4th of July holiday. Happy 4th of July to you all. Hopefully you guys have some fun times planned with friends and family. After the 4th of July, I usually have the big mind switch change. Even though we're a few weeks away from fall, in my head, it's like, okay, after the 4th of July, we got to start gearing up for fall, because that's usually about what it takes, about 2 months prep to get everything done and gone through. And
so that's why you're trying to get out to California before the 4th of July. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Look at this guy. That is blue, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's my way of sidestepping the.
But there really is there's never actually a good time of year for you to take 4 days off. I mean, really, like, honestly, there's just like very rarely is it like, oh, this would be the perfect window of time. There's always something that you're juggling, right?
Yeah, I've seen your schedule though too, and I think yours is about the same.
Yeah, I mean, you just do what you got to do, right?
Do it though, like, yeah. I think that's like, like any excuse will do, right? I mean, that goes back to high school and some of our coaches telling us that, like, any excuse will do. And then I don't know. I mean, like, you're self-employed. You live this wild, crazy life too, where there's no rule books, there's no diagrams, there's no one to tell you what to do. It's just shut up and perform, right? And there is no like backup plan. I mean, we got backup plans for like if equipment goes down and this and that, but if you look at it throughout the scope of the year, everything that needs to get done, and then like my industry is really weather dependent. Everything can change on like literally one forecast from the Weather Channel. And so the neat thing though, I mean, so it's one of those trade-offs that my work career dictates my life a little more than most people.
Yeah.
But then I don't know. Then I kind of look at the trade-offs like, okay, not every day are you on a job site like this, which is okay, and not every day are you out working 12 and 14 hours. I mean, so just so many trade-offs. I don't want to sound like a whiner.
Absolutely.
Like, sometimes I think people just like whine, and I'm just like, I don't know.
No, your glass is always half full. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta, right? 4th of July, any fun plans you got coming up?
No, honestly, I haven't thought that far.
Yeah, me too. I'm just trying to make it to 5:50 tomorrow morning when hopefully like I'm on a plane taking off.
I was like, do you think you're going to get any sleep tonight? Or?
All right. Well, it is early in the morning, put it that way. I don't know exactly what time it is. And Dawn was right. I worked all night, but if you can tell, just all cleaned up and ready to get off to the airport. All right, here we go.
Oh man. Well, by the time anyone sees this, it'll probably be like it'll be already be done and over with. So no,
Yeah.
not really.
Yeah.
I think by the time I'm done putting wheel seals in a truck and test drive it and all this and that, it'll probably be like 2:30 ish, and then I'll
Yeah.
be like, I don't want to like why. I'll sleep through alarms. So I mean,
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
like, let's just go. So
Yeah,
no,
sleep on the plane.
sleep on the plane. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I think it just you know how it is when you sometimes you get into those projects where you're like, hey, just all of a sudden a friend walks in or somebody in there just to help, and the whole day after that point gets better. In this case, I think once I just get there, I think everything will get better, and so
Yeah.
yeah. We it's just been a wild, crazy day, but making the most of it.
Well, I'm glad you got that fixed, and then hopefully once you get home, everything will go smoothly here too.
Yeah, we're hoping.
Cool.
So
well, it'll be fun to hear about the trip too, and hopefully nothing goes wrong with the trucks on the way back.
Yeah. I don't even want to think about all of those concerns, but you are right, because that's the only thing as we go into a holiday weekend, you don't have nearly as much parts supplies. You know, it's harder to get things like overnighted and that kind of stuff. So yeah, we're hoping.
Yeah.
But that's one of the real concerns, right? Like trucks, trailers, etc. Holiday weekend.
Yeah.
There is always the possibility you could be sitting on the side of the road longer than you want it to be.
Yeah.
Thank you for fitting this in your busy schedule.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. Well, I hope you have a good trip.
Yeah. See you when I get back.
All right. Sounds good. You want to say goodbye, Gage? Bye.
Bye, Gage.